Hi, everybody. CrossTalk FM is an English and Japanese bilingual freestyle podcast. In this podcast, we explore some cross-cultural themes and trends that we find interesting.
Hi, I'm Tomoya.
I'm Andrea. Thanks for joining us today.
英会話ってよく気持ちをダイレクトに伝える言葉って言われてますけども。Is that true?
Yeah, like I think Japanese learners learn or are told that English is a more direct language. And to an extent, that is true. Japanese is a lot more vague than English in general. But there are some things in English that you can't say directly because it's just too rude.
Of course.
Yeah, and that's probably true of every language. But yeah, I mean, in general, we're pretty straightforward.
Yes.
You know, it's a straightforward language.
I think there's a lot more behind this, things. I mean, it's not only just rude or not rude.
Okay.
最初にこの英語のダイレクトに表現するっていうその言い方になってしまう時があるって言ったんですけど、例えばその例として、例えばあなたはちょっと太ってますねとか。
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, actually, when you're talking about someone's looks or their body size or their age or, something that's personal, we often don't say things directly.
Yeah. So you don't want to say, oh, you are fat とか。
Never. You never, ever, ever want to call someone fat. And that's like the kinchi kotoba, right? That's
禁止言葉
the restricted word or prohibited word.
Yes.
Yeah.
そうね。
Unless you're a medical doctor. But then they would say obese, probably. They wouldn't say fat.
そうね。だからそういうこれはもうダイレクトすぎる言葉だからもちろん使わないのは当然だけど。
Right.
So can we bring up one more example?
Sure.
If someone died, can you say, oh, he died? Or
You can. It just sounds a little bit direct, but there are better ways to say it that are softer.
which is?
For example, you could say he passed away or he went to a better place. We often say he went to a better place. Especially if someone dies of an illness when they were in pain or they suffered a lot. So now that they're gone, they're not suffering. So they're in a better place.
I see.
So that's not especially religious. But if you were a Christian, if you're Christian, you could say, oh, he's in heaven. He's in heaven watching us now. Something like that. He's watching us from the heavens.
I see this phrase in many movies.
Yeah.
See you on the other side.
Right. See you on the other side. Yeah.
Other side がね。
Yeah. So the idea is that you will have a different life after death. So you're kind of reborn or reincarnated or you come back to life somehow in a different world. Heaven, and I'll meet you over there. Yeah.
っていうこう死んだ太ったとかまあそれ以外のね、そのまあ良くない言葉に対してやっぱりソフトに言うっていう表現がね英語でもありますよね。
Yeah. So we didn't talk about fat, but so for example, you don't ever want to say, "Oh, that girl is fat" or "That guy is fat." You want to say they're curvy.
Curvy.
Someone is curvy, or there's other cute ways to say it, like someone is fluffy. You can call them fluffy. ふわふわしてる。
ふわふわしてる。フラフィー系のねイメージだけど。
Yeah.
系とかなんか毛布がふわふわしてるみたいな。
Yeah.
ちょっとふっくらしてるみたいな。
Yeah. And for animals, like a chubby cat, you could say chubby, or recently for cats and not so much dogs, mostly cats. You could say chonky.
Chonky.
Yeah, not chunky, chonky.
Yeah. Okay. まあそういうふうにいろんなまあちょっとソフトにする表現がありますよね。
Yes.
But there's not only this two obvious words that has to be manipulated
Okay. Yeah.
to be a softer.
Right.
Like, so 僕たまにアンドレアさんにテキスト文章じゃないな、メールとかメッセージを送るんですけども、そこで I sometimes say to Andrea さん oh you should do this like for example oh you should go to bed earlier
Yeah.
you shouldn't work that much とか。
You don't say that. You say, work harder. I never heard you say that. You don't work enough. Work harder.
絶対。いや。まあでも、そういうふうに、the point is the should.Yes. I want to say like should have the nuance which like これしなさいみたいな。
Well, しなさいっていうよりも it's for giving advice. Should is used for giving advice. But like I'm an adult. I'm older than you, and like I know when to go to bed, and I know I should go to bed. I know that, but I can't because I have other responsibilities and I have other things I have to do before I go to bed. So someone telling me you should do this or you should do that, it's like I know, but I kind of don't need your advice. That's why. It's not the language, it's the situation for me. Yeah. It's not the language. The language is fine.
なるほど、I see.
Yeah. So you're like, you should do this. That's actually not bad.
Okay.
It sounds a little bossy sometimes.
Bossy sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
ちょっと僕が上司っぽく、上司というかなんか嫌なやつみたいな。
嫌なやつ。ちょっと偉そうにね。
ちょっと偉そうになっちゃう。
ちょっと偉そうにね。
だからそういうふうにシチュエーションによっては聞こえてしまう時もあるよっていうのがその英語の実はニュアンスの難しさで。
Yeah, but I know you don't mean it to be bossy. I think should is a little bit overused by Japanese people because that's what you're taught in schools, right? You're taught you should use should.
そうね。だからその should は何々するべきであるとか、
yeah.
何々した方がいいっていうふうに教えられてるから、
yeah.
なんかそれだけ聞くとなんかソフトなイメージ。
Yeah, it does sound soft. But for example, in that case where you're telling me, oh, you should go to bed earlier, I'm like, yeah, I know, but like I have like 4 bazillion things to do, so it doesn't help me.
だからシチュエーションに今言ってアンドレさん変わるって言ったけど、もちろんもうそのしなきゃいけないの分かってるけどできないんだよみたいな。
できないよ、ね。
とか、もう忙しくすぎてそのこれした方がいいよって言われても、いやそれできないんだよって。
Yeah.
こっちの仕事をしなきゃいけないからみたいな。
Yeah, exactly.
そういうシチュエーションの時は実は言わない方がいい。でもじゃあどう言うんですかって。
Well, I don't know that you could say anything, actually. You don't really need to say anything. You don't need to give advice like that, to be honest. If it were like someone who's much younger than you, like a child, like for example, I'd tell my son, you should go to bed early because you'll be tired tomorrow. Or you know, why don't you do something? You know, why don't you go to bed earlier so you feel better tomorrow, or something like that. But in general, we just don't give advice if it's kind of atarimae kind of things. Yeah.
なるほどね。でもその難しいね。その人にとって当たり前が当たり前なのか。
Yeah.
どうかっていうところはね。
Right, so it's kind of a gamble. You're just gambling at that point.
まあこのポッドキャスト、ビデオポッドキャストねでは、まあ、僕の体験におけるその英語のね使い方だったり、その言い方だったりをいろいろまあ、話していくっていうコンセプトやってるのって、まあ、ちょっと僕の場合で今言うとアンドレさんに例えばアンドレさんがいつも夜遅くだいぶ遅くに、寝ているのでもうちょっと早く寝た方がいいんじゃないのみたいなね、アドバイスして、
優しい気持ちだけど実際にできるわけないってと思う
じゃあそれでも僕が例えば言いたい、まあ、場合だからどう言えばいいかなってちょっとリサーチしたんだけど、
okay.
I have a list of, you know, the softer way to say this, you know, situation.
Okay, so from tonight I can expect different messages.
Actually, I have used one of these phrases already.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can guess which one it is. This is a quiz.
じゃあこれクイズにしましょうか。まあ皆さんもちょっとゲスしてみてください。一つ目の、言い方、フレーズはHave you considered trying this? 二つ目 You might want to do this. 三つ目 Have you thought about doing this? 四つ目 What do you think about trying this?
All of these are good phrases.
まあちょっとその should は使わずに
Yeah.
これしたらどうですかみたいな言い方だね。
Yeah.
でちょっとその little bit softer,
Okay.
I guess.
I'm going to guess that you used number 2. You might want to.
Oh, that is correct.
Yay! I don't specifically remember
あ
though.
あ、そうなの。すげえ。まあこれを使ってアンドレさんにちょっとその
実験台じゃん、私が。I'm the experiment like rat in the laboratory.
いやいやいや。
I'm the guinea pig in the laboratory.
でも実際僕怒られたからね。もうシュッドばっかり言うんじゃねえみたいな。
Did I? Probably.
そういうふうには言ってないけど、まあ大げさに言うと。
I probably said like, don't give me advice I don't need. I already know. Don't tell me
と
advice.
か
Don't
言
give
わ
me
れた
advice.
から言われたというかなんか言われたんでこれちょっとなんかフレーズを変えなきゃいけないなっていうか俺の言い方が悪いかっていうちょっと
Yeah, 言い方全然悪くない。
I got
Situation is not
depressed
good. Yeah.
so
No.
I wanted to look
He's
into
very delicate.
そういう言い方があるんですけどもきついくはないけどまあそういうねもうちょっと柔らかく遠回しにインダイレクトな
Yeah, indirect っていうか多分だから overused でしょ。You should do this, you should do
I
that.
see.
で何回も同じフレーズ使うとちょっとしつこく聞こえるね。だから you should do something or why don't you do something? Oh, how about this? I mean, change it up. Change it a little bit.
change a little bit 僕ははい maybe I was the typical Japanese old man using should too much
No, I
in a
think you were fine.
conversation.
No, I think you were fine.
Okay, but anyway, how do you feel when I say things directly instead of indirectly? Does it ever annoy you?
Of course.
Of course.
You always annoy me, Tomoya.
Thank you so much.
No, honestly, I think it depends on the
Situation.
the situation and also what the topic of the conversation is. So, for example, like if you keep telling me over and over, you should go to the gym, you should go to the gym, you should lose weight, you should go out, you should diet, I'll help you. That gets to be a bit much. But if it's just once in a while, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. まあそんなところかね。
Yeah, okay. I was just going to say, like, one thing, this is not the same thing. This is not giving advice. But for example, if you cut your hair or, you go on a diet and you lose a lot of weight, you might see one of your friends that you haven't met in a long time. And sometimes they'll say something like, wow, you look different. You look really good now. And then you think, did I look bad before? Like that kind of thing you have to be careful of too, right? That's a bit, not direct, but using the word now or kind of, wow, you look so good right now, kind of. Did I look bad before? Like, no, I didn't. No one tell me, so be careful with that also.
やべえ、それ使ってるわ。
Really?
アンデラさん使ってるわ。
I didn't notice that so much.
なるほど。まあ、あなた、Oh, you look beautiful っていうのはいいけど。
That's nice. I mean, everyone wants to hear that they look nice. I would never be offended if someone
そうか、
said I look
you
nice.
look different がダメなんだね。You look
different っていうか、you look beautiful now. その now とか。
now がダメってことか。I see now.
Oh, you changed. You look so good. とか。前はじゃあダメだった？
なるほど。
You changed とか。You look different. Wow, you look so good.
なるほどね。
前と今現在比べて、じゃあ前はダメだったらなんで言わんの？だからその辺は direct っていうか、そのA little direct, right? You look good now. 多分ね、言い間違えてるんだろうかな。No, but everyone likes to hear that they look good, especially if you put in effort, to do your hair or do your makeup, or you spent a lot of money at the hair salon. Everyone wants to hear that their efforts are worthwhile.
でも確かにその褒めてるつもりが実は傷つけるとまでは言わないけど逆のちょっと実はそう思われちゃってるっていう方気をつけてください
Yeah, just be careful with the now bit
ちょっとね now その now かね
とか compared to before ね You look better とかYou look better とか You look good compared to before. ああいうね、前と今現在のなんか激しい違さを言ってるのは良くないね。
なるほどね。Okay. Is there any like rules to use this indirect phrases? I mean, it's just obviously it depends on the situation and the people.
Yeah, the situation and the relationship of the people. Like with really, really good friends or family, you can be a little more direct and a little kitsui, and no one really minds.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, with friends who are not so great or you don't know very well, or like at work with your coworkers, you want to be as polite as possible, right?
So I'm just curious. We Japanese people use more vague wording and phrases, and we explain things indirectly.
Okay.
But how about American people? Do they actually use these kind of indirect phrases?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
More than we think.
Probably, yeah.
なるほど。
Probably, yeah. Because I think, like I said before, I think in Japanese schools, people are mostly taught should. Or
have to.
Have to and must. Should, have to, and must. So should, of the three, should is the least direct. It's the most polite. But it can still be kitsui if you keep going on and on, you know, using should. Like, 何回も you should. It's a bit shitsukoi, right?
Too much.
Yeah.
That's me.
No, it's not. You're okay. You're okay.
いやいや、まあ実際使いすぎてるかなと思うからちょっと今回話題にしたんですけども。
Okay. Okay.
っていう感じでございますが、I think we have talked about interesting, you know, these phrases.
Yeah, it is helpful. I think it would be helpful for some people, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is very helpful for many people, I think.
Hopefully.
Yes. それでは、今回のエピソードもLet's finish up.
All right. That's all for this episode, guys. But if you like our podcast, be sure to subscribe wherever you're listening now. Also, please comment and rate us, review us.
If you are on YouTube, hit the subscribe button.
This is CrossTalk signing off, bringing you English your way every week.
Keep listening and keep shining.
Bye.